Hey everyone, Commander Josh Hawkins here. We've got a special broadcast tonight. We're going to actually take a look at 2.1 beta. So we're going to take a look at all the different features that we can. I believe when I log into the beta here, I should be in my ship somewhere 31,000 light years from Earth still. But we will definitely take a look at what we can out in the wild, out in the black. Check out some of the planetary rings, take a look at some of the lighting effects from some of the different stars, and then maybe, depending on how much time we have and how much we're actually going to see out there, we'll blow the ship up, return back to the bubble, and take a look at some of the new stuff back in the bubble as well. I'm going to be trying to focus a little bit more on what we can see without blowing the ship up and going back to the bubble, just because, you know, it is an exploration stream mostly. But we may need to get back to the bubble just to take a look. Maybe we'll go check out some engineer stuff as well. I'm really stoked to see that. I haven't been back to the bubble in a really long time. So we're going to get in here, see what's going on. Please say hi in the chat. Just let me know who's in here. So I always like to know who's in the chat. If it's any of the regulars that are usually here on my Sunday live stream, you guys are always welcome in the channel. Can't wait to say hi and have another chat with you. Alright, let's see what's going on over here. Lighting's taking a second to pop in. I don't even know where the heck I am. This is a planet I haven't been on in a while. Hi, Les Bozos. So, let's see what we can spot that's different right off the bat. What have we got here? Superpowers. Okay, well that's different. Normally it doesn't say superpowers up there. I also see it says view engineers down at the bottom of the panel. So that's interesting. Local rep neutral, obviously. Modules. Don't think there's going to be anything different on this. Nope. Fire groups also looks the same. Inventory. Okay, this is new. Set encoded data filters. Alright, so we've got a new tab here on the inventory for data. That's interesting. Not sure what that's for yet. Maybe that's for... possibly for scan data on the surface of planets? I'm assuming that could be what it is. I mean, if you guys have a different guess, put it in chat. I'm kind of curious what you guys think. This is the first time I'm looking at all this as well, so don't be shy. Feel free to chat. I'll be looking at the chat and try to answer any questions. If there's anything you want me to look at specifically, I mean, please don't be shy. Let me know. Functions. All right, let's see what we've got going on. Anything new here? Gun sight, Mo, reboot. No, all of that looks pretty much the same. Although... did notice something that's different. My jump range is increased. Huh. I wonder what that could, why that would have changed. My jump range is actually 30.67 light years or 31.83 light years. Normally, before the patch, my jump range was 29.5, I think. So it looks like I've gained, somehow I've gained a little bit of jump range. Hi, Ottawa. Nice to meet you. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the other new people that have joined the channel. We just started the live stream, so if you're just getting here, please say hi in the chat. Love to know who you guys all are. If you're a regular, I know you'll say hi automatically because we have a regular Sunday live stream. If you guys have not participated in that before, every Sunday from 3 to 6 Eastern Time, I am live streaming an exploration series, and we do interviews with other YouTubers as well. We had Shibuka from the Distant Worlds Expedition in here last Sunday. Had a nice interview. We played around, had some fun. Right now we're just checking out the beta. We're looking at what's new, obviously. Ottawa, what did you say? I know this is not the place, but I take advantage of the live to say I'm a big fan of your YouTube videos. Well, thank you. Thank you very much. That's why I make them, because I like entertaining people, and I'm really glad that you guys like them. So, thank you. Really appreciate it. I hope you like the live broadcast that we're doing today, and I don't remember seeing your name pop up in the Sunday live broadcast, but you know, you should join us on Sundays. We have a lot of fun. We do a 3-hour live broadcast. Well, I say we, me. I do a 3-hour live broadcast. Me, myself, and I. And I do have guests on from time to time, which is also fun. I think I say we because I'm pretty close with the regulars that come in the stream. We usually have about 30, 35 people that are in there every Sunday. Really good group of people as well. So, you know, if you guys are into that sort of thing, feel free to jump in. Hi, Glenn. Hey, Turfree. Hey, man. First one you've managed to catch in a while. Yeah, no doubt. Well, it's probably late. It's late for you too, isn't it, Turfree? I mean, I'm trying to remember if you're UK or not, but glad to see you in the live stream. It's been a while since I've seen you pop up and say hi. Hi, Glenn. Hi, Magnus. Good to see you guys. We're just checking out what the new features are right now. I'm just looking at what's in the ship. I mean, in the panels here, what's new. First thing I noticed, and I'll just sort of recap for anyone who's just jumped in here, is that on the status screen there is now a little tab, or not a tab, maybe it's a tab, I can't really tell. Right down at the very bottom of the reputation, it says View Engineers, but I can't seem to get to it. It's just permanently down there, so I wonder if I have to unlock the engineers first. And that is a possibility. Reputation, system status, finance, stats. I mean, this is all... Well, let's see if there's anything new here. Crime, smuggling, trading, mining, exploration... crafting. Oh, that's new. Okay, there we go. Look at that. Crafting. Number of engineers used. Number of upgrades generated. Grade 1 upgrades generated. Grade 2, Grade 3, Grade 4, Grade 5. So that's definitely new. Ottawa, you're in France? Bonjour, mon ami. Moi, je parle français aussi, mais je vis à Montréal, alors mon français c'est un peu plus québécois, avec un accent. I am English, but we speak both English and French where I live, so you are welcome to chat in French if you like. Yes, Magnus, the beta server is up or something. It just came up this afternoon, as a matter of fact. I have been dying to get home and jump in here, because I want to see what the hell is going on with this beta. Fortunately, I was very lucky. My wife was extremely pleasant and said, why don't you go ahead and live stream today, even though we're supposed to hang out? And I said, that's wonderful, honey. Thank you so much. And I would love to live stream because I really wanted to get in here, and I also wanted to share it with the people that are not in the beta. So one thing that you guys can do if you're in chat, yeah. Oh, Magnus, you're from Montreal? Awesome. I don't see too many Montreal Elite Dangerous players. That's really cool. Français de France. No, not me. I definitely don't have a Français de France. I'm like a Français de Canada, Quebec, with a terrible English accent mixed in there. So yeah, if you want to see anything... Oh, clock on the info bar. Where is that? Where? Oh, right. There you go. Top right corner. Look at that. So what time zone would that be? That says 11:26 or 2300 military hours if you're going by the 24-hour clock, or like they do here in Quebec, they do the same thing, 24-hour clock. And right now, my time, let's see what time it is here. It is 7:26. So that's a 4-hour time zone difference. So I guess, what is that? That's not GMT though. GMT would be 5 hours. Oh, Phoenix is saying hello. I'm going to say hello and tell him I'm live streaming. You can all witness my horrible multitasking abilities. Yeah, so clock up in the top right. That's also new. Let's keep going through here and see what else we've got. Oop. So we got reputation, system status, stats. Okay, so under stats there's crafting and CQC. Okay, so nothing else. And then back to permits. The other thing that we noticed was under inventory, there's a data tab right here. So you normally have the ship cargo, materials, synthesis, and now data. Actually, let's see if there's anything new here. No, that looks all pretty much the same. Poutine de fromage. Yes. Well, we don't call it a poutine de fromage. We just call it poutine, but, or poutine, as we say in Quebec. then, let's see, so that was new. So the data tab, I'm guessing this is for scan data. It has a capacity down at the bottom, so you have 0 of 100 capacity, so I guess that's something that you can certainly pick up. I'm hoping that this data tab is for scan data, because, I mean, if you guys are new, if you just saw this live stream because I linked it in Reddit or something or whatever, let me just quickly show you where I am so you know why data would be exciting for me. I am here. Oh, and we'll take a look at the galaxy map in a second. So I'm about 31,000 light years from Sol right now, from the bubble. Kind of making my way to Beagle Point. If you're new to the channel, or if you've never watched my live stream, or you've never seen my YouTube channel before, I produce an ongoing series that's following Commander Josh Hawkins traveling across the galaxy, and yeah, you guys should check that out. I'll ask you to all take a look if you haven't. I know some of the people in the chat here have already watched it. It's a pretty popular series. But that's not what we're here for today. We're here to check out what's new in the beta. So, these little purple guys are new. What in the heck are those? Let's take a look and see if we can figure out what this is. So, little purple icon. Okay, so I do see a few new things up here new in the Universal Cartographics. First of all, this is something I've been waiting for a very long time. Bookmarks. There's the bookmarks right there. So let's see how this works. I click bookmark. What did it do? Okay, well it just unhighlights, and I'm assuming it's going to be up here. Yep, there it is. Alright, delete, edit, plot route. Obviously we're not going to plot a route 31,000 light years away, but no kidding. Maximum distance exceeded. What do you know? Edit, what can we do? Okay, so we can rename it. My first bookmark. Save. Alright, that's pretty cool. So now you can bookmark systems. That's not what the purple thing is. I'm still not entirely sure what that is. Let's see, what is this one? Edmund Mahan exploited. Let's go into the system and take a look. See if we can figure out what that is. Oh, engineers? Is that what it is? Glenn? Glenn's saying engineers. Maybe that is in fact what it is. So I guess because of my reputation or particular accreditations that I have, I am eligible for certain default engineers. Yes, I believe Glenn is correct. Workshop, look at that. Workshop, Facility Farseer, Allegiance Federation. Cool. It does not tell you anything else about that particular engineer. Let's see here. Prohibited, nerve agents, bootleg liquor, landmines, imperial slaves, unknown probe. Well, I don't know what the heck an unknown probe is, but that sounds kind of cool. I want to pick up some of those. You can land on this planet. Those yellow planets weren't landable before. Let me see. You are absolutely right. Normally those yellow planets were not landable. They have never been landable. So we will take a look for more of those around where I am and see if they are in fact landable, or if this one is just special because it has an engineer base on it. Maybe that's what they're doing. Maybe they're giving us a little hint of what's to come. So we'll definitely check that out, though. Yes, Ottawa, the beta client does make you use your own ships, but you can blow your ship up, like I'm probably going to do a little later on in this stream. I'm just going to pancake into a planet, and then that'll respawn me back in the bubble, and then I'll be able to check out some of the stuff back in the bubble as well, because I'd like to also see the, you know, the bases and the new mission structures and everything like that. So here we are, just looking at this planet just to see. It still says no atmosphere, though, so even though we can land on the planet, it's not an atmospheric planet, but you're absolutely right. Normally you cannot land on those little yellow planets. That could just be a glitch. You know, it's possible that maybe just to highlight it, to make it more visible, they changed the graphic. Because these graphics that you see in the system map, they're never accurate of what you actually see. I mean, the rings can be enormous, the planet colors can be different, the individual moons, sometimes they have different textures as well, and these planets here that are all landable, they also have different. So The bookmarks are cool. Look at that. You can bookmark individual planets. You can even bookmark stations. So that's really cool. I'm just going to bookmark that station. And, okay, interesting. So it's only showing me local bookmarks within the system, but what happens if I back out? Okay, so there you go. And it brings you right to the system. But you can't double click on them. Okay. Let's see. So, those would be engineers. We'll go take a look at those later. The bookmark system is very interesting. Let's see if there's anything else different. Realistic doesn't look any different. This, I know that they've added in something. It is the state. So, we can now see the individual states of all the different systems. And what have we got? None, anarchy, war, lockdown, civil unrest, civil war, boom, expansion, bust, outbreak, famine, election. I think the war zones will be probably very useful for people who want to find war zones, obviously. Let's see how many there are. Wow, there's quite a few. I never realized how many were actually at war. That's actually really awesome. This makes me excited to get back to the bubble, because now I just want to jump back in and go into a war zone. Okay, that's cool. So now we can sort by different states. What I'm really looking forward to, and I don't want to spend too much time on this right now because I can certainly go back and check out these things later. So I really just want to see... Oh yeah, and there's the community goals. I want to see the graphics changes to asteroid belts. I also want to see the planet surface texture changes. Magnus, I don't think it means we can land on lava worlds. I mean, lava worlds with like lava graphics we're not going to see yet. Although they did say there are updated textures on the planet, so that's something we're definitely going to check out. So we also have show community goals, which I don't see any here. I'm guessing that just for the beta there are no active community goals, but that's fine. They'll show up as a yellow icon, and then there's the purple for engineers, and everything else looks pretty much the same. Yeah, cool. Fastest routes FSD boost. Well, this looks a little different. They've changed these little brackets now. But otherwise, everything else looks pretty much the same, and I don't see any additional options here. Power play looks pretty much the same as well. Although I don't remember that icon being right there. But I haven't participated that much in power play. This little swirly icon that's popping up there. And there's one over there. I guess that's the symbol for the different factions. I really don't remember those being in, but I haven't done power play in a while because I've been out exploring for quite some time. Let me check chat here for a sec. Do I normally stream today? No, I don't normally stream today. I normally stream on Sundays only. I do a weekly exploration series, 10-15 minute episodes every week, and I spend most of my time on that, so I only get one day that I can actually stream, Sunday afternoons 3 till 6 Eastern time. If you want to join in on the live stream for one of those, you are certainly more than welcome to. Interestingly enough, I did spot something new. Just a quick recap for anyone who's jumping in here. The new things that we've seen so far, aside from the clock up in the top right there under the info panel, and the fact that View Engineers is down in the bottom right on the status, you now have, under the stats, you have a crafting section that shows how many engineers you've used and all the different upgrades you've generated, and you also have a data tab on the inventory screen, so that's kind of cool as well. Look in facilities, description of the planet. Engineers is in it. Let's see. I'll go back to the galaxy map for 1 sec and take a quick look. Engineer in facilities. So, you say... Let's go back here. Oh, alright. Turn this back to map. So you said facilities on the planet. Where is that? On the description? Is that where you're talking about? Oh, no, here. No? Or did you mean right on the planetary map? You want to just expand on what you were saying there? You said, look in the facility's description of the planet. Engineer is in it. Okay, so this is the description of the planet. Major reserves. Composition. I don't see the engineer in it. Maybe I'm looking in the wrong place. Click on the base. Oh. Right. Oh, okay. Yeah, there you go. Docking, refueling, repair, restock, outfitting, engineer. Oh, I figured that's kind of obvious. It is an engineer base. I'd be pretty surprised if you clicked on a regular base and saw engineer in there. But, yeah. So engineer is now a facility, which makes sense, because this is a workshop. I was kind of interested in this, though. Unknown probe, and what was the other one? Bootleg liquor? I don't think they've called it bootleg liquor before, or nerve agents. So maybe those are new things. It's been a while since I've been back in the bubble, though. Alright. Let's see. Yo, this is an early early stream. Tony. Hey, Tony. How's it going, man? Talk about surface textures. Saw an incredible screenshot on Reddit where the planet surface looked way better than actual. Well, we are on... this is a rocky, icy planet, I think. Take a quick look and see what type of planet we're on right now. I think it's rocky, icy. I remember this planet. I did a video on this planet not that long ago. Where are we? Here we are. Oh, of course, it's not going to be scanned because... this is the beta, so let's just quickly scan this planet. We'll figure out what it is. The map is definitely a lot more user-friendly. I agree. Much more user-friendly. Alright, so now that we've got the detailed scan, we'll go down to the surface here and take a look as well. Just to see... So, this is an ice world. Okay, it's not rocky ice, but it is icy. So, let's fly down and see if the surface looks any different on an icy planet. And I may also check my graphic settings. I don't remember what I have them set to. I'm pretty sure that most of them are high or ultra. I turned a few down when I started streaming a few weeks back, or a couple weeks back or something like that. I don't remember. It's just because when I'm streaming and recording at the same time, it tends to lose a few frames, and I'm trying to keep as many frames as possible. Yes, there should be tire traces, so we're definitely going to take a look at the tire traces, because I've been wanting to leave tire tracks on planets for a while. But I think we're on the dark side of this planet right now, because normally this would be bright. Let's take a look. Lights on. Oh, I gotta turn on my voice attack. Astra, can you hear me? No, she cannot. Alright, let me turn on voice attack real quick. I am seeing a lot more small rocks. It's usually not this many small rocks on the ground. Okay, let me get my voice attack on here real quick. Astra, can you hear me?
Affirmative. Awaiting orders.
Wow, she's kind of loud in my ears. I hope she's not too loud for you guys. Oh, hey, so there is a little bit of a difference to the texture on the ground now. There's like these little pits. This is kind of new. Stop engines.
Space break.
External camera. Hey, cockpit view. I said stop engines. Let's get back to external camera. External camera? Thank you. And I think I also read that there's an option. Oh yeah, look at that. So the surface texture is definitely upgraded. These little pits, which I don't think they're actually pits, I think they're just texture on the planet. Although they kind of look three-dimensional. Those are all new. Never seen that before. And there is a ton more rocks scattered around the planet, which one of the things that they said is that the rocks are actually going to match the texture of the planet as well, so they're not going to be like mismatched colors. And these ones definitely do look like they belong on this surface. Some of those ones over there are a little brighter because we're seeing the light side of them. These ones here are darker. Hey, Leo. Ottawa, no, you can't post links on my chat, unfortunately. It's actually not something I've ever really figured out how to enable, and every time I'm running a live stream, someone's like, can I post a link? And I'm like, yes, but I just don't want to be bothered with how to turn it on right now, so sorry you can't post a link. You can tweet me a link if you want to, add me on Twitter, send the link there, and then I'll just copy it in here. That's a lot easier for me to do right now than fussing around with settings. So you can tweet me at Commander Josh Hawkins, CMDR Commander, CMDR Josh Hawkins on Twitter. Send me the link on Twitter and I will gladly post it in the chat. So look at this. Textures on the dark side of the planet definitely look different. This is an icy world. Let's take a quick look at my settings. Let's see what my graphics settings are at and if I can bump them up a little bit more. Graphics. And this is new. This is another thing. I mentioned this in a video a long time ago, an update video, is that we now have collapsible menus. Thank God. Oh my God, that was such a pain in the ass. I gotta take a look at the menus here. We're gonna look at some of these other ones. Controls. This is the worst one of them all. Look at that. Is that awesome or what? Mouse controls. Flight rotation. Oh, with submenus even. This is amazing. This is going to make everything so much easier for setting up. I mean, mind you, once you've got it done, you probably don't have to change it ever again, but that is awesome. I love the fact that they finally added in collapsible menus. This is great for anyone new to the game, so that you don't have to scroll down through that god-awful 50,000 page long menu system. That was just a nightmare. So, awesome. Great. Okay, let's see what's new under driving. There was, and I want to find the option because I remember reading that they have an option to turn off that little pop-up window when you go into debug camera. If anyone knows where that is, or if anyone read it somewhere where it could be, please put it in the chat. Yeah, no kidding, eh? User-friendly menus, like, it's about time they figured that one out. So let's see where, maybe under miscellaneous ship lights. Enable context menu. Display on-screen menus if control pad face buttons have multiple sub-controls. Okay, no, that's not it. What would it be under? Targeting, no. Interface mode? No. Definitely not under driving. Driving turret controls. It's not under galaxy map. Mode switches, maybe. Auto focus on text input field. When this option is enabled, the comms panel will automatically select the text. Okay, no, that's fine. Roll panel, open system map, head look, game menu. Oh well, I don't know where it is. I think someone just... Nope, that's someone else uploading a YouTube video. Okay, well, I don't know where it is. Maybe it's not even under this one. It could be under graphics. Let's go back to graphics and take a look. What have we got here? Field of view, 3D. Yes, I will be using these as soon as my Oculus gets here and I upgrade my video card, but my Oculus is delayed, which is a pain in the butt. Disabled GUI effects, pilot gender, shader preparation, quality. Alright, so let's see what we can boost up here if there's anything that's really necessary. Environment quality is ultra. Texture quality is already at high. Shadow quality ultra. Environment quality ultra. FX quality. Well, that's already good. Material quality ultra. Terrain quality ultra. Okay, well, you know what? Pretty much got everything on ultra already except for terrain sampler quality. Terrain filter sampler quality to use with terrain rendering. You know what? Let's put that on to high. I don't think it makes that much of a difference. My video card's pretty decent. don't even think it's going to matter here. Right, Leo? You're right. I think they should put everything into a text file and we should just manually edit it. I was editing graphics like that when Elite first came out, you know, changing the texture qualities by going in and editing the INI file. Cockpit view. Let's go onto the brighter side of this planet and see what it looks like, shall we? I want to see what some starlight looks like now on the surface of a planet. Make the jump.
Jumping to light speed.
Let's see, I can turn on FPS.
2, 1, engage.
My FPS counter will show up in just a second. You'll see it in the bottom left there. I just enabled it. I am getting 57.6, 58, 57. Haven't noticed any difference on that really. Usually I'm hovering right around the 60 frames per second mark. Actually, usually it's constantly at 60, but I think just because I put that one little thing up to ultra for a second there, that might have dropped it down like a couple of frames per second. Because now I'm getting 56 and 57. So it is fluctuating a little bit, but that's not a big deal. I'm okay with 56 frames a second. In fact, I don't see any reason why 50 frames a second would be bad either. Right now, I just want to see what the planet looks like in the sun, because all of this terrain that you see down here, this is all brown right now, but this is actually an icy planet. It's supposed to be bright white. I filmed on this planet. I think it was... Leo, actually, I think you might recognize this planet, Leo. You'll recognize it when we get onto the sunny side. There might be an improvement, but the problem is when you're capping out at 60 frames a second, you know, it's hard to tell if there's any improvement or not. It feels smoother, I gotta say, like, the rendering is a lot smoother. I'm seeing a lot less, like, choppiness right now as I'm flying around. Not that I normally see choppiness, but there's a tiny little bit once in a while. You'll see a little bit of a frame stutter. And the textures do look like they're loading in rather nicely. They have made some changes to the ways that Stellar Forge creates the planets as well. From what I understand, the Europa lines are supposed to be more pronounced on bigger planets. I don't recall how big this planet is, but we're going to see how it looks from space. This one was a pretty gouged up planet. There's definitely an improvement in the texture quality, though. Okay, so here, we're coming onto the light side now. You're going to be able to see the ice color. There's the ice. You know, an ice planet may not be the best one to use as an example for looking at this stuff, mind you, but, you know, just because the textures are pretty plain. Let's see, where is that star? You know, this star is really far away. We'll go check out some ring systems as well. I really do want to see some of the ring systems, ice belts and rocky belts and metallic belts, and see what they've done there. But for now, let's just go check out the icy surface with the starlight there. Oh, yeah, and they did say there's also a slightly smoother transition into glide. I just noticed that. That was nicer. There's even a slightly different sound when you're entering into glide mode, so that's kind of cool. No, Leo, I'm not actually still here. I moved on from this planet, but I guess the beta took a previous save game and popped me back here. I'm not far from this planet, mind you, in the actual game, but I have moved on. This is just where they got my last save from. So I'm going to go take a look at the icy surface on the sunny side of the planet, and then we're going to go... Actually, you know what? I'll go down into the canyon, because maybe we'll see a little bit of, like, dust down there. You can still see a little bit of the specular and the transparency on the icy ridge here. I can't... I mean, I wasn't all over this planet, so I can't really tell if anything has actually changed, like, rendering-wise as far as the planet goes. This doesn't look all that much different than when we were on here last. But let's go down to the surface and see if the starlight actually affects the textures. The textures were pretty cool. I like that little effect that they did with the little pock marks. You know what? I'll even get close to the wall here and see if we can spot any difference on the wall textures or if it's just ground texture. Look, there's a little rock sticking out of the wall. That's cool. Lights on.
Lights on.
That's interesting. It turned my lights off. The textures do look different. Yeah, they're definitely a higher res texture. I mean, there's extra layer of detail in here that I've never seen before. These little, like, barnacle-y looking things, these are definitely new. I've never seen that before, so the textures have been improved a fair amount. That's really cool. I can't wait to check out some of the other planets. It's really exciting for an explorer. This is all we get to look at, really, is just planets and moons and surfaces and ring systems. So, let's see. You can definitely see that there's some lighting effects here. I think you'll be able to see it on the stream. Looks like the stream just got fuzzy for a second. My stream health went to yellow for some reason. But I see, and I don't know if you can make it out in the stream or not, but I see almost like a reddish color coming through the ice. It's just a slight hint of like red and blue. I'm gonna get down to the surface. So the surface textures are different. This looks a little different. It almost looks like there's like snow in the crevices there. And now I can see that these rocks actually have like icy rocks and regular rocks mixed in. Deploy landing gear.
Deploying
They
landing
also
gear.
said, and let's test this out, I believe in one of the recent live streams, they said that if your shields are down, let's test. Let's just turn the shields off for fun. Where is my shields? Turn them off. Oh, look at that. They've got these side by side now. That's smart, because I can't tell you how many times I accidentally clicked repair by clicking downwards. Stupid thing.
Shields offline.
So, apparently now, if you're very careful... Oh, okay, well, apparently you still take 1% damage like that. If you're very careful, they said that they lowered the amount of damage you take when you're landing with no shields. Okay, so see there, I didn't actually take any damage at all. But let's see. I'm at 66. I'm 5 meters. 3 meters. I'm just going to turn flight assist off and let the ship go down with 0.04 Gs. Let's see. Okay, yeah, no damage at all. So they lowered the threshold for how much damage you take if you're crazy enough to explore without shields. I don't know why you would do that. External camera. They also said that the particle effects should now match the terrain color, and I do notice that there is white dust coming up with little snow-like particles or ice particles, so that's very cool. Yes, Leo, I will be visiting the bubble. After I do a little bit of exploring and checking out some of the graphics and exploration, I'm going to crash my ship on purpose. I'm going to blow up and go back to the bubble to take a look at some of the other stuff. So, I mean, it's in some strange way, I'm not exactly excited about doing it, but I do want to see the bubble. I'm excited to see what the traffic lanes look like and the USSs look like, so I hope I have time to do all that in the live stream. I definitely have a couple hours to do this. Blake, what's that? You're on your first exploration in a Diamondback, no shields out of necessity. Trust me, shields are a necessity. You need them if you're going to land on planets, because every time you go... I mean, unless you don't have an SRV. If you're not taking SRVs and you don't plan on landing on any planets, then you don't need shields. And apparently with 2.1, if you're really, really careful, maybe you don't need shields for that either. But I would always suggest you take shields. They come in really handy for many reasons, which, you know, especially when David Braben's talking about the fact that explorers that don't take guns on their ship you know, that's probably going to change in the future as well. I'm in a fully armed asp, and I'm 31,000 light years from the bubble. I've been exploring for 5 months now, so if you have an opportunity to go back and re-outfit your ship, take shields, even grab a crappy weapon, just something to protect yourself with. I'm just going to quickly read the chat. I need to bookmark something. I already did bookmark something. I bookmarked a couple things. You might have missed that, Leo. I was checking out the galaxy map just before, looking at the bookmarks, looking at the engineers' bases, which we're going to go take a look at a little later on in this stream as well. I need to make that spectacular. Yeah, I thought about that as well. I may actually record myself blowing up. I could probably use that in a video. Of course, now me saying it, anyone who's in here and watches the video is going to be like, hey, wait a second. We remember seeing that in the live stream, so he didn't actually blow up. So before I blow myself up, I have to decide how I'm going to blow myself up if I do that in the live stream. Because it would be kind of cool, and it would be very spectacular. I'm going to turn my frames off because it looks like I'm not having any issues with frames. And interestingly enough, normally, down on a planet like this, I would drop down a little bit more. I'd probably be down at around like 52 or 53, especially with all these particles. So it does look like they've made some improvements to the performance, which is fantastic. Yes, Phonobrain, it is not Sunday, I know. This is a special broadcast for beta, and I'm excited to check it out, and I wanted to share it with everyone who does not have the beta. So we're not doing the usual live stream. This is a bit more to check out the new features in the game. Let's go back to cockpit view. Cockpit view. And see if I can land here. You know, I'll turn my shields back on since we know that that actually works now. Alright, and I'm going to get out in the SRV, and I'm going to see where my tire tracks are. Pop, pop. Look at that. See, 1% damage, and look how gentle I was touching the ground. So they lowered the threshold, but they have not eliminated it altogether. You will still take damage if you tap the ground, even at a very, very slow pace. So you're 2 meters above the ground. Oh, man. Such a pain in the ass trying to find them. There. Land. There we go. Alright, let's go leave some tire marks on an icy world. No, actually, Leo, Shannon gave me permission. Oh, what the heck was that? Oh, some new sounds in the SRV. I'm sure you guys heard that.
Low gravity warning.
Ooh, low gravity warning. Hello, sexy SRV voice. Okay, there was a couple of bings and boops there that I've never heard before. A low gravity warning and a different voice for inside the SRV.
Handbrake is on.
Handbrake is on. Really? I hadn't noticed. I was only pressing the button. And there's my tire tracks. Look at this. Okay, well, let's do some testing. I want to see how far these tire tracks actually go. So we'll start at the ship. And
Handbrake is on.
oh, stop telling me the handbrake's on. I know it's on. Okay, she's way too verbose for my liking. I'm probably going to turn off some of those sounds. I just want to make a whole bunch of tire tracks all over the place right now. And see if they all last, or if there's some kind of temporary effect where they only last for a few seconds, or you know, after you've made enough of them, they start disappearing from the beginning, like most decals do.
Handbrake is on.
This is a very slippery planet, low G's. I love the new surface textures. This is amazing. You even see like...
Handbrake is on.
Oh, stop it. Stop telling me the handbrake is on. She is gonna very quickly get on my nerves. Alright, let's go back. Oh, look at that. I see my tire tracks over there. External camera. You know, this really does add an amazing feel to the immersion. Look at that. Look at those tire tracks. There's my little spin out over there. And all the way back to the ship. So apparently you can go at least that far. That wasn't even really that far. But it's retaining all my tire tracks. That's amazing. I don't know if it's persistent. If I stay on this planet, if any tire tracks I make will stay there. But, alright, man. Phonobrain, take it easy, buddy. Yeah, see you on Sunday, man. The SRV is loud. Yeah, the SRV can be pretty loud. Oh. Commander Shannon Day is calling. Okay, 1 second, guys. I just got to talk to the wife for a quick second here. Enjoy a nice view of the cockpit. Alright, well, that was the wife telling me she needed some shoes. She's shoe shopping, like women tend to do. Anyhow, if you guys are noticing how nice this looks, I'm in a little crater right now, and I'm already thrilled by the change in the terrain. The tire tracks, like, this just looks amazing. This has got me really excited. Although there seems to be, and this could be, is this a shadow? Yeah, I think this is the shadow from the top of the cliff up there, isn't it? Yes, it is. And there's a fair amount more fog, it looks like, and that is the shadow because that's the star right up there, that big bright ball. So it's got a very defined shadow line down here. At first I thought it was a texture line, but it's definitely not. Alright, cool. Let's go take a look at some other planet surfaces. Let's go look at some ring systems. If there's anything in particular you guys want me to go looking for, or you want me to look at that you've read in the beta or that you've heard from the beta, please go ahead and put it in the chat. I mean, that's the only way I cannot read your minds. Or can I? Cockpit view. Alright, let's go back to the ship. Tire tracks equal awesome. Funny that she doesn't say anything about the turret stowing, but she tells me about my handbrake every time I press the button. Let's see if there's any more beeps and boops. Yeah, there's a couple little beeps and boops when you get back into the ship too that weren't there before. Fly away a bit and see if the tracks are still there? Okay, let's do that. Retract landing gear.
Retracting the landing gear.
Woo!
Shields online.
Okay, well, that was a really bad idea. Let's not boost into the ground with flight assist off. That was like a horrible, horrible thing. I'm really glad that did not happen on my actual account. That was such a bone move. I don't even know what happened there. I was like looking for the tire tracks and accidentally hit the damn boost button while my shields are off. Alright, well, 17%. We can still do a fair amount of exploring. And yeah, there's the tire tracks. You can still see them from up in the air.
Shields online.
Oh, wow. That could have been the end of exploration right there in the beta. So tire tracks visible. Even from up here, they're not disappearing. Let's see how high we can see them from. 350 meters seems to be the visible height. They're just fading out on my screen right now. I don't know if they're visible there for you guys. Yeah, you know what? I'll get up to about 2 kilometers here as well and see if I spot any more POIs, because normally, even 30k from the bubble, 30k light years, we'd be seeing POIs all over this planet. So let's get up here, see what we can see. I'd love it if they made power plants repairable. That's something I should actually check. What do you think? That was just my hull. No, of course you can't still repair power plants. So, that's too bad. I'm not seeing any POIs pop up. Zoom out max. Zoom out max.
Increasing sensors to maximum range.
This helps when looking for POIs, by the way. If you didn't know that, zoom your sensors out full. You will spot POIs from much further away. You don't have to just fly right into them. And I don't know if we'll actually see any here, because apparently they've removed most, if not all, of the human-made POIs from places outside the bubble. Right now I'm not seeing anything at all. Usually by now we would be seeing a fair amount of them. Hey, Anubisra. Right. You're still downloading Anubisra? Anubisra? I think you said it was like a 3-hour download. Mine downloaded in like 45 minutes. It was insane. Super fast. No POIs. Nothing at all. That's also very nice. It's going to be much more boring for people that are content creators on YouTube like myself, because even though the POIs really break the immersion, they do come in handy when you want to sort of swing a story angle, like, you know, having the escape pod on my ship right here. Where is she? That escape pod would never have been in my story, and the past 10 episodes of Exploring the Milky Way Galaxy on YouTube would not have existed if this patch had been out a while back. Oh, you're not in the beta? That's unfortunate. Well, you can live vicariously through my live stream right now. So, no POIs. Surface textures are definitely different. There's a ring system right up there we're going to go take a look at, so let's get the hell out of here. Make the jump.
Jumping to light
Drive
speed.
charging.
Fortunately, we don't have to travel very far to go look at that ring system.
Engage.
Hey, Magnus, does the ammonia world look any different? Did they improve the textures on planets that you cannot land on? That's something I'm a little curious of, if the surface textures have changed, because Earth-likes, atmospheric planets, water worlds, anything that actually has texture on it, they're only nice from a distance. Once you get close, that texture quality really starts to degrade, and you start to lose the immersion feeling because they look like pixels. So tell me, if you get up close to that ammonia world, if you still see the pixels, or if they've also improved the texture quality on non-landable worlds. You guys will also have to excuse me if I sound a little tired. That's because I haven't slept much in the past week. I've been working on my video series till god-awful hours of the morning. Last night I was up till 2:30 in the morning filming for part 13 and part 14. And then this weekend I was up till like 4:30 in the morning publishing videos and getting them ready as well. So I've had like very little sleep, very little time to actually catch up on my sleep. One of the things that they said is that the texture of the rings is supposed to be a little bit of a smoother transition as you get in, a little less popping, and I think they said they did something to the way that it loads in, so you get more detail from a distance. Right now I'm taking a close look here. I don't know how it looks on the stream, but right now they look relatively the same, although there's a slight variation in the color. Now that could be due to the way that the stars are reflecting off of it. I'm just going to move across the rings and see if that color gradient follows, which I think it does. I think that's starlight, so that could be part of the new lighting effects, the stars retaining their color. I'm going to move in here to the ring system. I'm going to do this in external view so we can see if we notice a difference. External camera. Start recording.
Okay,
I'm going to record it at the
executing
same
now.
time. So far, this all looks relatively the same. I do see a fair amount more lines, it looks like, but, you know, that's also variable from system to system. Sometimes the rings have tons of lines. Stop recording.
Affirmative.
Alright, well, here we go. You know, I'm gonna say that it looked like there was a slightly improved view distance on the ring systems as I was coming in there. It looked like there was a lot more. This is okay. So there definitely is an improvement here. The view distance inside the ring systems is increased greatly, and the first thing I'm noticing is that the rocks, well, not rocks necessarily, ice balls, off in the distance are not a different color than the ones that I'm seeing up close. So that's awesome, because it used to be that the little ones way off in the distance had like a different color and they looked more procedurally generated, like placeholders. Let's see if there's any. Oh, I still see a few asteroids popping. That's like textures loading in. Let's fly down into the asteroid belt and see what happens. Yeah, shadows in the asteroids. I can see them already off to my left here. I'm just going to turn towards them. It kind of looks like they have like black smudges on them, but I guess that's shadows from other asteroids. There's a little bit of texture popping. I mean, I still see the textures popping in, but that's fine. I mean, that doesn't really bother me. I noticed some of them actually have their textures from a much further distance too, and it looks like the ones that have a texture from a much further distance are also a little bit different. Like this one that I'm flying right towards right now looks very circular, and I don't remember seeing too many circular ones. It could just be the angle I'm looking at it from, but I think that they've added in some different shapes. This one right here. I don't remember seeing perfectly little round ones like this. Most of them kind of look like that one that's just behind it there, rotating around, sort of. And look at that one. That one kind of looks like it's too smushed together. And wow, look, you can see the asteroids much further away. I was hoping that there would be a bit more atmosphere in here. Like some fog effects. I heard that was something that they were doing. The shadows are very cool. The whole feeling of the asteroid belts is much nicer than it was. And I like how you can see like the specular on the ice in the shadows of the other little asteroid. So as it goes in the shadow, you can see the light reflecting inside it there. That's awesome. Definitely a much larger view distance as well. So this is wonderful. Let's blast one of these and see what happens. How come I don't have weapon group 3? Where the hell are my pulse lasers? Oh wow, these are all messed up. Okay, this is an old save, but there we go. And of course they're all deactivated because it's a very old save. I need the chaff on. Let's see what comes off the ice. Is it just going to be little puffs of smoke? Does it leave any scarring on the ice? Well, I don't see any damage model on the ice, but
Module malfunction.
yeah, no, my modules are malfunctioning. They're all busted up. Okay, well, doesn't look like the ice takes any damage. At least not from regular weapons. Maybe if you're using one of those mining lasers on it, you might see like some melty lines or something like you get on the metallic rings. I'd really like to take a look at some metallic asteroid belts as well, and some rocky ones, and see how they've changed the graphics for that. It's actually something I'm really looking forward to, because ice is cool. Ooh, it's got some nice shimmering effect going on there. There's definitely an upgraded quality to the asteroids. You can see that right here. External camera. Here, let me get you guys up closer so you can see this. Very cool with the shadow from the asteroid. You got a nice shimmer on there. I hope that comes through on YouTube. I don't know what the quality of the stream is like right now, but there is very fine detail, like very, very... If you live in a snowy place like I do, I live in Montreal, we have really snowy winters. Sometimes when you have like a nice powder snow come down, everything looks like it's just sort of glistening, like little diamonds all over the ground. That's kind of what it looks like on my screen right now. I don't know if that's actually picking up on YouTube or not. If it does, then yeah, great, you guys can see that. So I'm just going to read the chat real quick. Harlock Glitch, sweet bro, just joined the stream and you're doing the thing I'd try first if I had beta access. Yeah, well, it's what I wanted to try first. You jumped in at the right time, Harlock, because I was actually just down on the surface of a planet, which is also really cool, by the way. You missed the surface of a planet. I'll probably jump down to a couple other ones because I want to see high metal, but the texture of the planet's surfaces looks amazing. It looks so much better than it used to. And I'm very excited. The tire tracks also look awesome when you're driving around. You actually have like a full trail behind you. It didn't seem to disappear anywhere, but the asteroid belt looks amazing. You can see so many more asteroids way off in the distance there. It looks much denser than it did before. It has an actual feeling of being an asteroid belt. I'm going to look for a different system though, or oh, there was some major popping on the right when I just looked over for a second, but that's not a big deal. I'm going to look for another system where hopefully find a ring system next to a star, much closer to a star, because what I want to see is the lights from the star, the lighting from the star, and how it affects ring systems. When you're in a system where the star is very bright, you tend to have more of that atmospheric feeling. In fact, I think I can see it here. Like, if I look out to my right, stop engines.
Space break.
External camera. Okay, so if I look out to my right, you do see a little bit of the atmosphere, but because the sun's not coming directly through it, I'm seeing all the shadows now, which is really cool. So you can see the shadows of the spinning asteroids projected along the other asteroids or ice balls. And now if I turn to my left, this is looking towards the star. You can see right away, without the star even being in view, it's just off the left of my screen right now, but you can see the atmospheric effect because it's creating like a haze over the black sky. So as I turn into it, if this was a much brighter star or much closer, that haze effect I think would be a lot more apparent. And that's what I want to go see. I want to see that atmospheric lighting coming through the haze and how that affects the specular on the asteroids as well. So that's something we're going to go take a look at. So let's get out of this asteroid belt. This is a nice icy one. I'll take off and just see if there was... Actually, no, I don't even have to take off. Cockpit view. Cockpit view. Astra's being bitchy. She doesn't want to listen to me today. Let's just take a look at the belt. Oh, I probably didn't scan this planet because I have to rescan everything now. Yeah, I gotta rescan because I don't know. Oh, the inner one could be rocky. It looks like it might be rocky. So let's get up and out of here. There's a lot more particles too. I mean, just around my cockpit flying towards me, I'm seeing a lot more of the smaller particles, and I can definitely tell that I'm getting out of the asteroid belt because that haze is clearing up a little bit. So that's really cool. Awesome. You know what? Let's make the jump.
Jumping to light
Drive
speed.
charging. Ready to engage. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
You know, as much as I'm going to want to take a look at some of the stuff in the bubble, I don't know if I'll have time. I think we might have to keep this live stream to the graphical changes and planetary surfaces, so we can go look at a few planets and asteroid belts more. But I don't think I'm going to be able to have time to go into the bubble today, because I do have some other engagements. So let's just quickly scan this gas planet so I can make sure it does look rocky down there. Almost 100% sure it is a rocky ring. But we're going to take a look at this anyhow, just to be certain before I jump back down there again. Unfortunately, this is not the usual 3-hour live stream that I do on Sundays. And, oh, hang on, I saw another... In the station flight control peak window, the Earth flag below looked way better. Okay, awesome. Thank you, Will. Thanks for mentioning that. I must have missed that by accident. But that's amazing. I can't wait to see. I may go take a look at a few other places besides this, obviously. So let's see. This ring system is rocky. Is it? Should be rocky. Metal rich. Perfect. That's what I wanted to see. It's not metallic, but metal rich will do. So let's go take a look at a metal rich ring next. Let's see how that looks. And before I jump into the ring, I'm going to get a little closer to it and just sort of fly right over the surface, because I do this a lot in my videos. I find it's one of the really cool things that you can do. Really nice effect. Makes for some really cool footage. You get right up close to the rings, and then you fly over the surface of them, and I do this little external camera thing, so I'll just do this right now. And I wait until the asteroids render, because that's really what makes it look cool. So I can already see them rendering in a little bit. Yeah, there is definitely a change. See, normally from this distance, and I'll just go to external camera. External camera. Normally from this distance, these individual asteroids that are rendering down here, you would not see them as far out as I'm looking right now. They normally show up in like a little weird circle underneath your ship. So this is fantastic. I can see the particles, I can see the individual sort of chunks of the asteroids much further out. Even with the starlight reflecting off of it, this looks phenomenal. I cannot wait to do some proper exploration videos and upload them. It's just going to make everything look so much nicer. This is really, really amazing. So some really, really great graphical changes are in 2.1. And this is very exciting. And there's the ones rendering now below, the more solid ones, because we're getting a little closer to it. And you can see there's a fair amount of haze in there as well. Now normally these ones that are rendering, and they are rendering in quite nice, I gotta say. I mean, they're blending well. There's a lot of popping though. That's a bit disappointing. But, you know, not too many people fly, you know, at this speed over asteroid belts. It's more people that are capturing video and stuff, I think. Everyone who's flying to an asteroid belt just flies right in. So I'm sure this is something they still need to optimize a little bit, because it is popping a fair amount. I'm also seeing a lot of the same patterns. If you're not used to looking at these asteroid belts, you might not see it as much as I do, but there's a lot of the same patterns. There's little clumps that just repeat over and over, and I think the popping is the result of them overlaying multiple repeating patterns and trying to alternate it so it doesn't look as if it's repeating. That could very well be what it is. It's the procedural generation and the algorithm that they're using trying to get rid of that repeating look. But aside from the popping, you know, if you look out like this actually looks pretty good. Oh wow, it actually looks amazing looking out over the ring from the side here with the star over it. This has a very different look than I've ever seen. Very excited. Let's drop in and see what the metal rich looks like. Cockpit view. Alright, metal rich rings, here we come. Yeah, a fair amount of popping. Metal rich seems to have a lot more haze in it as well. I can definitely tell. It's way denser. Like, this is very dense. Normally metal rich don't look quite this dense. There's a lot more room between the asteroids. And I think that's like what we saw in the ice one as well, is that they've added in some different shapes and sizes. These little round ones seem to be filling in a lot more of the extra space, so it looks like there's more variety of asteroids rather than just a lot of big ones floating around. And that makes sense because, you know, if you were going to drop into a ring system like this, you're going to have tiny little ones like this one's floating past my cockpit here. You're going to have ones that are microscopic, just little dust particles from collisions. And you're going to have small ones the size of cars, and you're going to have big ones the size of houses. But this definitely has a much denser feel to it, and here you can see right away there's a lot more atmosphere in the metallic ring than there was in the icy ring. So it could also be the density of this particular part of the ring system. The rocks are dustier. This also looks very dark. Lights on.
Lights on.
They were already on. Lights on. Lights on.
Lights on.
Let's see if there's anything different on the texture of the metal rich. I did a fair amount of mining back in the bubble before I went exploring. It doesn't look that much different. There might be... well, it's been a while since I've looked at a metallic asteroid this close, but it seems to be very reflective. The reflections seem a lot crisper, and the texture does look... yeah, it certainly looks a lot smoother. The pockmarks, same as what we saw on the ground texture, seems like there's a lot more pockmarks in there. I'm going to shoot it with a pulse laser and see what happens here. This, of course, is not going to do anything. It's too bad. I don't have a mining laser on, so we can't really see if they've changed that effect at all, and these aren't going to do anything at all, so it's too bad. But the texture looks real nice. The atmosphere, 10 times better than what it used to. This looks amazing. I actually feel like I'm flying through an asteroid belt now. And the haze adds a nice effect because it blurs out the ones that haven't rendered in the background there. So it does give it a little bit more of a realistic feeling. You're not just looking at like blurry blobs. This is really nice. What do you guys think? Hey Corbin, how's it going? I was getting better FPS on planets, actually, Brendan. I noticed that my FPS had gone up a fair amount, as a matter of fact, even with improved textures, and I even updated, excuse me. I even upped one of my graphics settings to ultra that I usually keep on medium, and that seemed to still maintain a very high graphics setting. So that's really positive for people that are using VR. It means that maybe you won't necessarily need a 980 Ti like they're saying. Maybe they'll drop the settings down to just a plain old 980 or a 970. I doubt my graphics card will be able to run VR in this game with any proper resolution, because I'm still running a GTX 780, but either way. Alright, Leo. Have a good night, man. Good to see you in the stream. I'll see you on Sunday, possibly. I hope to see you here. And if not, I'm sure I'll chat with you in-game. It is quite gorgeous, isn't it? Very, very, very nice. Big improvements. External camera. We'll do a little 360 of the metallic. This is a high metal asteroid belt we're in right now. The popping, I mean, I don't think they're ever going to get rid of the popping fully, but with the density increase in the number of asteroids, I don't notice it as much as I used to. I gotta say, there's a big improvement there. Like, if there is popping, I'm not seeing it as much, and I'm also seeing a lot of different shapes. Like, that one right over there in the center, it's kind of like a longer shaped one. I don't remember that. I think that they've added in a lot more variety to the asteroids, which is really, really great, because that's what makes them feel more alive. Alright, very cool. Cockpit view. Let's get out of here. Let's go look at a couple of metallic or high metal content planet surfaces. I want to see how that looks. Something I'm also very excited to see is how the terrain looks different on those planets. You were mining, Harlock. Can you tell me if there's any change at all to the mining laser effects when you're mining rocks? Like, do you see anything different, or does that look the same? The decal that the laser leaves across the surface. Make the jump.
Jumping to light
drive
speed.
charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Let's take a look at what other planets we have. Don't know if there were any high metal in this system, but we'll take a look. No, there were not. So, you know what? We'll jump to another system and see what we can find. Make the jump.
Jumping to light speed.
Actually, cancel. Cancel jump.
Disengaging jump.
Before we jump to another system, let's look at the galaxy map and see if we can jump to a bright star system. Turn this off. Oh. Don't tell me you can't disable that. Well, that's annoying. You used to be able to just disable one of these options so that you don't get all these damn lines, but that doesn't seem to be the case anymore. It looks like I have to select. Oh well. Okay, I guess I'll just leave it on economical then. That is unfortunate. And I'm sure they'll probably fix that. Let's go there. There's a binary. That should be cool looking. Make the jump.
Jumping to light speed.
A friend lent you his Oculus. 2 hours to do a 15-minute flight. Why did it take you 2 hours to do a 15-minute flight? I'm curious. You want to tell me why? Was it just because you were looking around so much? Because you were so absorbed and immersed in the environment that you just were having so much fun? Or was it because there was a problem with the Oculus? I'm assuming that this jump is taking an extra long time just because of the fact that it's beta. There's probably not as dedicated servers as you would normally have, because normally it does not take this long to jump. And actually, looking at witch space, there are new colors added in here. So they have updated the jumping as well. The witch space looks a little different. I don't know if you guys noticed that, but now that I'm looking at it, there's definitely a change to the witch space. This is really cool. Start recording.
Acknowledged.
Don't know if I'm ever going to get to the system. Looks like I may be stuck in witch space here. Oh yeah, there is definitely a change to witch space. It feels more volumetric. Sorry if I'm making anyone nauseous with this camera movement, but I do just want to check out as it passes by. It's almost like there's volume to it now, like clumps, and the clouds seem to be a bit more dense and varied as well. It's even like kind of like a spiral effect to it, which is really cool. Maybe that's why they're keeping me in witch space, because they want me to be able to appreciate the extra work they put into it. Or maybe just the beta server is lagging like hell. Anyhow, this is exciting. permanent witch space. Maybe I can just stop in witch space and fly around. That would be awesome. Too bad you can't just stop your super cruise right in the middle of witch space and just be in between star systems. I don't see why they can't do that. I mean, it would just be empty space with the stars around, but it's too bad that you can't. Maybe when they introduce the Thargoids, that's what we'll end up having. They'll pull you right out of witch space in the middle of nowhere. That's what I thought, Anubis. I thought it was just that you couldn't stop looking at everything, and that's probably what's going to happen to me too when I get my Oculus, is I'm going to spend more time just staring at everything than actually playing the game. It's kind of like when I first got the game and went out exploring. I spent so much time on one planet, I could literally spend like 45 minutes flying around one planet getting video and pictures of it. Stop recording.
Acknowledged.
For the folks who are new to the stream, I see there's actually a few people that just jumped in. Say hi, don't be shy. No reason why you can't say hello. And if you can't say hello, well, welcome to the stream. We're just checking out some of the features for the beta, obviously. That's what this is all about. Unfortunately, we seem to be stuck in a time warp in witch space right now, and Frontier has really wanting to show us how cool their new witch space looks, which I don't recall them mentioning anything about changes to witch space, but it's just a minor aesthetic thing. Although it does appear to be a little bit more busy and colorful than it used to be, and I like it very much, because I stare at this a whole lot being an explorer. Although I have a feeling that if I was in Oculus right now, I would be feeling a little woozy with all of this stuff flying past me. Yeah, no kidding. Huge jellyfish creatures. And for some reason, I think it's just because the amount of information that's on the screen, the live stream does get a little pixely when I'm going through witch space. I have a feeling I'm not getting out of this witch space. I may just try to exit the game and go back in. Let's see if I can do that. Uh-oh. Alright, so I cannot exit the game. The escape button does not work. I cannot bring up a menu. I'm going to Alt-Tab out. I'm going to close down the client, and I will restart the Elite client because this is clearly not going anywhere. So you'll see a blank screen for just a second while we do that. Actually, you don't have to see a blank screen. I will put on this cool little loading thing that I've got going on here. There you go. You guys can stare at that while I close the hell out of the game. Be dangerous. End task. Okay. Sorry about that. Looks like the game had a little bit of an issue. I'm starting it back up. We'll get back in there in 2 seconds. Will not take long. Alright, we're back in business. I'll take this opportunity to shamelessly promote my YouTube channel. If you are jumping into the stream and you have not somehow come across my channel before, please go ahead and like my video, and if you want to see stuff like this more often, go ahead and subscribe. I produce not just a live stream every week, every Sunday from 3 to 6 Eastern Time PM, 3 to 6 p.m. Eastern Time rather, but I also have an ongoing exploration series called Exploring the Milky Way Galaxy, which is a saga roleplay exploration series. I don't think there's too many like it, so it's gained a decent following, and we're going on to part 13. I've been producing it for quite some time. Let's see where the heck we are. Did we get to the next system? No, we didn't even make it to the next system. So, If you like exploration, you like videos that show off the beauty of Elite Dangerous, that's what my live stream is all about. Not my live stream, excuse me, my video series is all about. I'm going to pick a different star, since apparently that one did not want me to go to it. Let's see. Where's that one? Well, that's 2 jumps away. Maybe we can do one that's 1 jump away. Here we go. That one's 1 jump away. That one is also an interesting looking system. So let's go there. Make the jump.
Jumping to light speed.
It's a narrative role-playing adventure. Yes, it really is a narrative role-playing adventure. And a documentary. I use the term documentary sci-fi narrative adventure because I have a few episodes that are very documentary style, and I try to educate people at the same time. Everything that you hear in there, aside from the obvious sci-fi, is actual science. So I have a few episodes that are really just dedicated to science, and you know, if you want to learn a little bit about the stars and space and planets and black holes and stuff like that, I do talk a lot about that in my exploration series. You're going to listen to my home alarm going off right now, because that's the wife coming home, and the doggy alarm. So, apologize for the yapping. And I'm wondering if we're going to be stuck in witch space again. It seems to be the case. I'll turn off the mic so you guys don't have to listen to the dogs yapping. Okay, well, you might hear my dogs yapping again, but I am curious. Harlock, you're in the game. No, you're definitely going to hear them yapping now. Sorry about that. Just have to deal with it. They're cute. I deal with it, so I guess you guys can deal with it too. Harlock is in the game. Harlock, could you tell me... Oh, you don't have access to it. Of course you don't. Never mind. Is anyone in the game that's in beta right now? Just out of curiosity, if I'm the only one who's having problems jumping to a different system here, because this seems to be a royal pain in the butt. If I can't get to another system, we're not going to be able to take a look at anything else. The only other option that I have is to maybe pancake my ship. That may be an option. Still downloading? Well, I hope you guys all get in today, because I gotta tell you, anyone who's got beta access, you definitely want to go check it out. I'm having horrible luck with this right now. I'm gonna go ahead and close the client again, because obviously this is a definite beta. I can't seem to jump to another system. Sorry about the black screen, but we'll be right back. Alright. Well, beta is beta. That's unfortunately the type of things that we have to contend with when we're playing a beta, right? Dealing with a little bit of loading problems and a few little glitches, but not the end of the world. Client starting back up right now. Sorry for the black screen. Again, for my live stream, by the way, we do have other YouTubers come in here. Last Sunday, Shibuka. If you're not familiar with who Shibuka is the guy who does all the videos for the Distant Worlds expedition. Not all of them. There's other people doing videos, but he's kind of the most prominent one, recording every single waypoint. Great guy, good friend of mine. We play a lot, or we chat a lot. And we played together on Sunday with the live stream, did a little interview. The live streams are really focused on exploration, but I'm going to be trying to get in a different personality every Sunday as well, if I can, if someone's available to, you know, interview and get involved in some of those community people, you know, get some exposure. If you're a YouTuber, if you have a video series of your own, certainly feel free to add me on Twitter and send me a private message there. It's my Twitter is at Commander Josh Hawkins, so that's CMDR Josh Hawkins. Add me on Twitter. I will be more than happy to take a look at your series, and I want to start helping other people promote their YouTube channels as well. Mine's had some great success. I'm really happy with the reception it's got. I love the community that plays Elite Dangerous, and you know, if you have a video series of your own, you'd like to see it get a little bit more attention, I have a pretty dedicated following. I've got about 1,400 some odd subscribers right now, and obviously it's growing. Send me a message. I'll take a look at your videos, and maybe we can get you on for a little interview in a live stream on a Sunday, and get you a shout out in one of my broadcasts, and help the community. So we're back in the game. I don't know if I want to take another chance and try jumping again, but I'm also wondering if I crash my ship, if I will actually be able to respawn in the bubble, or if I'll be stuck in a perpetual loading screen. So let's do a vote. I would love to have Obsidian Ant as a guest. We've chatted before. He featured me in one of his videos, which was very kind of him. I was a little surprised. Actually, I found out I was featured in Obsidian Ant's video because Shibuka text messaged me and said, "You're featured in Obsidian Ant's video." So that was really cool. I was at work, but I got home and got to watch that, and I was very, very thankful for that. Obsidian Ant's videos are very cool, and he kind of inspired me to go exploring, because the first year that I played the game, I did not explore. I was actually doing combat and mining and trade and pretty much everything else other than exploration. I was waiting for planetary landings before I wanted to go out and explore, which I've done now. You discovered my videos thanks to Obsidian Ant. Well, there you go. Thank you, Obsidian Ant. And I'm glad that worked. I got a fair amount of subscribers from Obsidian Ant, actually. I think anyone who likes Obsidian Ant's videos will definitely like the videos that I do. So let's put a vote out here. Who votes that I crash my ship into an asteroid and take a chance of respawning in the bubble? Because I have maybe 20 more minutes to live stream today. It was an unscheduled live stream. Oh, hang on. This is the message or the link that Ottawa sent. I didn't even see that. You say crash. Anyone else say crash? If I get a few people say crash, I'll go pancake and take a chance. And if it doesn't work, well, maybe we'll just call the live stream over right there, and we'll have to wait until Sunday. And the next part of my series, part 13, should be out this weekend. So if anybody's interested in that type of thing, you can definitely go check it out. I'm going to post this link that Ottawa sent. So let's go ahead and put that in the chat. There you go. So what was that, Ottawa? You said this link is a quick look at the surface improvement. And that is some skid marks, and I guess that's on a rocky or metallic or high metal content planet. You can definitely see it has the same features as the icy one. It's sort of like little pock marks. It's just an extra layer of detail that wasn't in there before. So it's really cool that we have that now. It's actually really nice. Okay, so we got 2 votes for Crash. Is that it? Nobody else is voting for Crash? Nobody's voting against Crash? We're gonna do this the easy way. We're gonna turn off the shields.
Shields offline.
We're gonna make it kind of fun though. I'm gonna fly into the asteroid belt with no shields at 16% hull. I'm gonna aim in a particular direction, and then I'm gonna go to external camera and look backwards so we won't even see it coming. That's the way we do it, folks. This is the way that we blow up an ASP Explorer with 5 months of exploration data. This is not something that I would ever wish upon myself, playing the actual game and not the beta. I'm actually catching myself looking in the corner to make sure that this is in fact still the beta client and I didn't accidentally load up the actual client. Thank God. Okay, you're gonna watch the pancake? We're gonna record this. Start recording.
Accepted.
Let me make sure that it's recording. Just gonna double check. Let's see. Make sure that the recording is working. Stop recording.
Confirmed.
Okay, it's working. Start recording.
Acknowledged.
Alright, folks. Engine's full. Throttle max. I'm gonna hit boost. External camera. And this is what happens when you're not paying attention. This is what happens when you text message while flying a spaceship. Oh God. This makes me nervous. I don't even want to look. It's such a shame. Oh, flight assist off? Okay, cockpit view. Cockpit view. Oh, look, we would have almost crashed in there. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to take flight assist off and put us into a little spin. That'll be even more fun. Okay. Flight assist is off. Let's boost again. External camera. Oh God, this is going to make me dizzy. Alright, well sorry, if anyone vomits because of this, it's whoever said turn flight assist off. It's not my fault. Oh boy. Spinning out of control. This is how it all goes down. Bad things happen when you're flying, spinning, rotating through an asteroid belt with flight assist off and looking the wrong way. Yeah, you can blame Will for this one. Just look at the ship. Don't look at the asteroids. You'll get sick. God, it's making me sick. I might have to turn that off. Cockpit view. Yeah, can't do it. The spinning's awful. And I can't believe I didn't hit anything yet. Holy crap. Alright, let's try this again. External camera. Okay, no spinning because it's just craziness. We're just gonna do it no spinning. Just looking behind us here. La 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 la. Oh, look at this. What's this on my command panel? Oh, look, there's like a strange little icon there. Maybe I should stare at that and not stare at the... Whoa, that one was close. Oh my God. I don't really want to look. You know, I feel bad, even though it's beta. This ship contains a lot of data. I would have loved to know. Oh, there it goes. Oh. Oh. That is the end of Commander Josh Hawkins' series. Sorry, folks. No more YouTube series, no more live stream. Of course, let's see what happens. Ship destroyed. Can I respawn? Yes. Yes, I can. Okay, it's going to put me back to a station where I actually have stuff. That's good. I'll buy back my Asp Explorer. Alright. Wow. Instant teleport back to the bubble. So I haven't been in the bubble since December. Now we might actually see a few new things. Shield's offline, hey? Let's turn my shield generator back on. And do I have...
Shields online.
Maybe I have a different ship I can fly in besides my Asp. I've been flying this Asp forever. I forgot what the other cockpits look like. Okay, so there's definitely a little bit of a lag in the beta right now because even just going to the system or the shipyard took forever. I have a ship here. Oh, I got a Viper. You know what? What can we buy? Maybe I can buy a different ship. Eagle, Hauler, Adder, Cobra. All crappy ships. My other ships are everywhere else. You know what? We'll take a look at the galaxy map real quick. Oh, you know what? I don't even want to look at the galaxy map because I probably can't jump to any other systems. Let's see. Topertsi, I should be able to see. I got a Sidewinder Hauler over there. Over here I've got another Viper. I got an Eagle. Where are my fun ships? Where's my Vulture? Oh, it's over there. 93 light years away. Well, technically I could do that in 3 jumps in my asp. That's not really that big of a deal. Alright, well, you know what? We'll see if we can get there in the asp, because I want to fly my Vulture. I haven't flown it in so long. So, and then we'll go take a... Oh, no, you know what? I'll fly the asp. It doesn't really matter. Let's see if I can get to one of the engineers' bases. One of the ones that are somewhere nearby. That's something I can do. 161. Asp is going to be good for that. What's the closest one? 279. It's probably that 161. Yeah, let's go look at that one. Edmund Mahan. Put him on fastest. I have to reroute. Let's see what happens here. Stop recording.
Okay, executing now.
Okay. Oh, look at that. You have the option to clear the route. Okay, I do want to clear route. And since this is beta, I'll even use some of my ship boost. Route plotting failed. Okay, that's interesting. Let's try that again. So, let's go look at an engineer base. I'll fly in there, we'll take a look at an engineer base, and then I'll call that a stream. 7 jumps. Hopefully we can jump. That's the only thing I'm worried about. If we can't jump... Oh, you gotta be shitting me. Oh, man. They put this back in. That is a pain in the ass. UI focus. There we go. At least I didn't have to do the full crazy long one. Alright, Anubis. Take it easy, buddy. Hope to see you on Sunday in the live stream. Oh, hey, look at this. A little bit of atmosphere inside the station. Retract landing gear.
Retracting the landing
Landing
gear.
restraints retracted. You may proceed when ready.
Hey, alright, I forgot about that. We got some voice on the air traffic control, or space traffic control now. I wonder if he'll tell me if I'm speeding. Nope, he said nothing about speeding. Clearly he doesn't care about speeding pilots.
You are clear to resume predetermined flight path. Safe travels, Commander.
Why, thank you. Make the jump.
Jump into light speed.
Wow, the sky looks different from back in the bubble. My god, I have not seen anything like this in a long, long time.
Ready to engage. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Like 50% more immersive? Yeah, I think it's more like 5% more immersive. I did see there was a bit more volumetric atmosphere inside the station, but that air traffic control was kind of cool. That was kind of new. I haven't heard anything like that before. I mean, I heard the sample of it on one of the live streams, but that was actually really cool.
Fuel scooping.
It certainly adds to the immersion factor. Immersion factor.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
Make the jump.
Jump into light
And
speed.
thank goodness we can actually jump here. We're not having any problems with being stuck in witch space. Let's see if I get interdicted. Wouldn't that be funny? No, the bitrate of my stream is actually very high, but apparently on YouTube live streaming, and I don't know why it is, but when you jump into witch space, it does pixelate. It has something to do with the hyperspace jumps. I don't know why. Something about the loading when you're in hyperspace. But as soon as I come out of hyperspace, it should, you know, go back to good quality. Because I have an extremely fast internet connection. Make the jump.
Jump into light speed.
Well, I don't know if that was just on your end or if it affected everyone, but I live stream every Sunday, and usually people say there's no problem with the stream. My stream health does appear to be yellow right now, so it could have something to do with it, but it's certainly not my bit rate on this end. My internet connection is about the fastest you can get. a 20 megabyte download and 15 megabyte upload. Could be YouTube gaming though. Make the jump.
Jump into light speed.
Make the jump.
Jump into light speed.
Let's see, we've got 4 jumps to go. But sorry about that, Ivan. Not really sure how to fix a pixely stream. Really nothing I can do on this end, unfortunately. Welcome to the new people in the stream, by the way. We're checking out some of the features from 2.1, obviously. Unfortunately, you kind of missed some of the good stuff already. We were looking at ring systems, we looked at the ice rings, we looked at metal-rich rings, we looked at icy surfaces. I'm noticing a little bit of a difference in the light coming from the stars right now, but
Fuel scooping.
that could just be me. I also noticed that there was no fuel scoop initiating sound there, that little bong noise it makes when you first start off.
Fuel scoop.
And you also missed me
disengaged.
pancaking my ship into an asteroid. Make the jump.
Jump
On
into light
purpose.
speed.
Not by accident, of course. .6 is 2.1 without content.
4, 3, 2.
Well, maybe I can take a look. It could be something with the stream settings I've got, but it hasn't been a problem so far. Right now, like when I'm actually watching it on YouTube Gaming, and I don't really seem to have much of a problem with it. Yeah, I do always stream on YouTube. Some people have asked me why I don't stream on Twitch, and to be perfectly honest, the only reason I have for not streaming on Twitch is because
Fuel scooping.
all of my subscribers on YouTube get an instant
Disengaged.
notification when I start streaming on YouTube. If I stream on Twitch, I have to tell people that I'm going to be streaming on Twitch in order for them to be notified. I have over 1,400 subscribers on YouTube, so it's a little easier for people to know when I'm streaming. Plus, it automatically uploads the recording to YouTube when I'm done, and adds it to the playlist, which is also very practical. So for Twitch streaming, I did it once. I don't really see the advantage to using Twitch over YouTube. But, I mean, if you have a good reason to use Twitch, I mean, if there's something I'm missing, and I am pretty new to the streaming, I've only been doing it for like 5 weeks, you know, please let me know. I'm all ears. I'm down for, you know, I'm open to new ideas. Make the jump.
Jump into light speed.
Hopefully this engineer will have something to do with frameshift drives, because I'd really like to see what the modifications that they could do to the frameshift drive is. FSD mods would be amazing for exploration. Or scanner mods. If they have scanner mods as well, I'm really looking forward to seeing what's going to be available once the patch hits. There's another commander right there. Are we in the system now? Yes, we are. Black Hide. I guess that's the... that would be the engineer's planet.
Fuel scooping.
I'm gonna assume it is because I see a ton of activity right around that planet.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
Looks busy. Let's go see what's going on at Black Hide over here, shall we? Slow down.
Okay. 75. Ready now.
Oh, that did not work. Slow down. 75%.
75%.
Is that other pilot gonna interdict me or no? Alright, there are a bunch of commanders here. Everyone wants to see what the engineers look like, which is cool. Let's go see. I'm excited. This will be the first time I've seen an engineer, and probably the first time anyone in this stream has seen an engineer, so hopefully we'll actually be able to make something. Although I'm sure that I'm probably going to be missing materials and a whole bunch of other stuff. Of course, I'm being interdicted by another pilot. How wonderful is that?
Frameshift drive charging.
Oh, this is why I've been out of the bubble for a very long time. Okay.
Four, three, two.
He just wanted to take my shields down, so that was very nice. At least he didn't kill me. We can all take a look at the engineer still, hopefully. Alright,
Orbital flight
let's
engaged.
get down to this engineer's base and take a look at what we got here. That is a very dark side of the planet, I gotta say. It's kind of pitch black down there. There we go. Now we can actually see the surface of the planet thanks to that other commander. Yeah, he may have been. I actually thought about that once he took my shields off, and I didn't recognize the color of the lasers. They were kind of blue, so probably was exactly what he was doing. Although I just thought he was going to blow me up just because, but there wouldn't be much point. So I heard you can actually see these bases from orbit. We'll find out in a second here. I do see a little flicker down there, so you can definitely see it from like 40 or 50 kilometers. Oh, actually, we're 100 kilometers away, so it's got to be a very big base. That's a very big base, actually. We're 60 kilometers away, and it's quite visible. Alright. I'll probably have to request docking from the base before we get too close, because apparently they will fire on you if you don't have docking permission.
Docking request denied.
Of course it's denied.
Docking request denied.
Alright, well I wasn't introduced to this contact, but I believe that I have... Oh yeah, he's friendly.
Recon Juliet Oscar Sierra. Automated flight control protocol initiated.
He's
Please
talking to me.
submit a request prior to landing.
I will submit a request prior to landing, but before I land, I would like to take a closer look at your base, if you don't mind. I saw a picture of domes like this in the newsletter, and it looked like they had pine trees growing in them, so I'm kind of curious if they do in fact have pine trees. They look like Christmas trees. But there's something else in there, isn't there? Let's see what we got in here. It's very interesting looking. I wonder if this is going to be like some type of new feature in the game, or if this is just something for the engineers, just to make them look cool. Definitely trees. They really do look like pine trees. This could be what the trees will look like once they have atmospheric planets with life on them. I have a feeling that we're seeing what could very well be the model of the flora from upcoming planets in future expansions. Maybe this is a hint of what we'll see by the end of Season 2. I don't see why they would use anything other than the models that they're planning on using. And these don't look too bad. I could see that if they were very dense on a planet, they would make a forest look pretty interesting. These ones are all coniferous plants, looks like. Some bigger ones. You can see the branches. There's some smaller ones in the center there. Looks like they're in some type of incubator. Yeah, there's like a little incubator inside there. You can see the little trees planted in there glowing under some red light. I don't know what the heck they'd be doing under a red light like that, but maybe that's like some type of special tree growing plant incubator. Very cool looking. And is that something purple growing in the tree? You know what? I'm gonna try this. External camera. Let's see if I can get the camera to go clip through this thing. There we go. Up close look at the trees. Yes, we can. Ooh, we're inside the dome. Here we go. Walking around in the engineer's base. Yeah, that's what we're doing. I'm going to record this. Start recording. Start recording.
Okay.
Oh, that's a nice tree over here. Walking past this tree. I don't know how far we'll be able to go. I might have to reposition my ship. Yeah, I'm going to reposition the ship a little bit. I'm going to bring the camera right in there and have us take a good close look at what's actually inside these domes, shall we? Cockpit view. Let's see what we can see from up here. Stop engines.
Cutting engines, stop here.
External camera. Alright. Who wants to go for a walk in an engineer's base? Let's get right down in there. Let's see what fruit we have growing on this tree. So there's a little incubator. It's not fruit. It's more like a flower, a little purple flower growing on that thing. And there's a big incubator in the middle with like medium-sized trees in it. It's pretty cool though. Don't know why they would have all these trees growing in a dome like this, if not to just test out the tree models like I'm speculating. So I have a feeling that these are the tree models that we're going to see once we do have atmospheric landings. I want to bet on that. Anyone want to take up that bet? You let me know. Let's see if I can get some different dome views here. So this one's just got a bunch of pine trees in it. That's kind of cool. We'll go look at the other domes and see if there's anything different. Be interesting to compare if these are similar to the trees that are seen in Planet Coaster. I mean, they're not high polygon trees or nothing, but I mean, you can't really expect that. You could see all the other commanders looking inside the dome. I think that one's trying to drill his way in. He's like, maybe if I spin my ship around, I'll make a hole in the dome. I don't think that's going to happen, buddy. But anyone... They're definitely trying to break the dome. Okay, well, let's go look at another dome, shall we? Let's gonna finish this little recording. Alright, cockpit view. So the engineers are engineering plants. Very exciting. What's in this one? Same thing? Yeah, I'm sure looks like it. Okay, this dome... Oh, this dome looks a little different. Let's go see what's in this one. It's actually not that different, but you guys will have to just bear with me here because I want to get inside anyhow. External camera. Let's get through the glass here and take a look at these little incubator stations. Because I haven't seen anything like this before. I don't think anyone really has, except for a few people in the beta. I wonder how many people have actually brought their cameras inside like this and taken a peek at it. What are the engineers doing? What are they up to? Maybe this is something for terraforming, which would also be extremely cool. I would love to see terraforming added into the game. If you're just joining in, we are inside the dome of one of these engineer bases, taking a look at what the engineers are hiding inside these domes. They are growing plants. Cockpit view. Cockpit view. Stop recording.
Okay, executing now.
Let's go see if there's any other domes with cool things in it. There's a landing pad. We can see there's something a little different about those landing pads. They definitely don't look like the ones in the stations. That dome looks exactly like the last one that we saw, so nothing new there. I think that's all they got. I think they just got a whole bunch of pine trees. Was there anything I missed? Lights on. Lights on.
Lights on.
No, looks like they're all pine trees here. Logical engineers would also be terraforming guys. Yeah, I agree. I think it is logical that engineers would be terraforming guys. But I have to say that only this engineer planet does this. Others don't. Oh, okay. So do the other engineer planets have similar things to this? Similar dome-type structures with other things in it? Or is this just a unique feature of this one particular engineer? I'm going to request docking while I wait for that answer to come through.
Docking permission authorized.
Start
you may
recording.
proceed to landing pad 0.
Acknowledged.
Deploy landing gear.
Deploying landing gear.
Let's see what this hangar looks like.
Docking procedure completed. Ship secured. Greetings, Commander.
A little bit of a graphical glitch there. Also want to say that it felt a little bumpier coming into the docking pad as it was retracting inside the station. Everyone is unique, so maybe I'll have time to go take a look at one more, although I probably should wrap up here soon. Is it outfitting? Oh, yeah, look at this. Let's take a look at the new outfitting screen. Very interesting. Browse shop. I didn't want to spend too much time on this because I can get lost in this for a long time, so I'm actually not going to do this now. Maybe on Sunday when I do my live stream, I'll skip exploration and I'll do a full 3-hour live stream on everything else that that is in the beta. I think I might take that opportunity. So if anybody wants to come back on Sunday, I mean, if you don't look at a bunch of other things in the meantime or watch other live streams or videos, feel free to come back here on Sunday. I'll resume from where we are. I'll take a look at everything else that we haven't looked at so far in this live stream, and in some way, shape, or form, I'll try to touch on as much of the new updates as possible, since I'm back in the bubble now, thanks to pancaking my ship. I'll be happy to do that. Oh, look at this. I have a black and I have a gold. I didn't even know I had these. It's been so long since I've been in the bubble, didn't even know I had skins. But we don't need that. So let's get out of this. Oh, wait. Oh, there's filters up there. Okay, that's cool. Utility mounts. I do want to look and see if there's anything new, but I just don't want to do that yet. Let's take a look at the engineer's thingamajiggy here. So what do we got? So what, do I have to donate to him first? Engineer's mysterious contact in... The Dweller is a mysterious contact in the Aganipe underworld. No one knows his background, and he and his small group of mysterious like-minded individuals closely guard his identity and that of their best customers. That would be me. I'm his best customer. He's renowned for custom modifications for local criminal elements. Well, not so much my roleplay character. I'm kind of anti-criminal, but my actual player self did a lot of slave trade, so I could be a criminal element. I mean, I traded thousands of slaves, so I don't know if that makes me a criminal. It was kind of legal where I was doing it, but either way. He is known to help outsiders who have the right contacts and operates an extensive workshop facility. They're also said to grow their own variant of Onion Head. Ding, ding, ding. That's what it was. It was Onion Head for private consumption. Here I was thinking it was trees for terraforming. Silly us. It's drugs. Of course it is. Rumor has it that they did a deal with Giorgio Algaria, or one of his entourage, to help them in their fight against the Federation. Well, that's kind of silly. I'm allied with the Federation, but whatever. Develop your relationship with him to discover another engineer. I will. Don't mind if I do. How much should I donate to him? I'm going to give you 10 credits. How much can I give him? Can I give him 17 million credits? If I did, it would take a really long time to scroll over that way. Oh my god. Okay, you know what? Here. Take 200. Greedy son of a bitch. What? What? I have to give him 5,000? Do you know how long it's going to take to scroll to 5,000? Like, that's ridiculous. I don't even know what this is credits, right? This is what I'm giving him right now, is credits. Alright, I'll give him 5,000 credits. I don't know why I have to do this, though. This is going to take forever. The fact that they make me do this and they don't put it into, like, sped-up increments is just retarded. How much time you gotta sit here? This is like a grind. I'm grinding the scroll wheel. Oh my god. Yay! Okay, so 20 minutes later on the live stream, we've donated 5,000 credits, and then he's gonna ask me to donate 10,000 credits, I bet. Watch. Oh, it went to... Okay, that's sort of a weird way of showing 1,000. It went to, like, 100. So, seems like they're missing a decimal place there. But I guess that's okay. It's going a little quicker, I guess. So, 1,500. Oh my god, this is taking forever. Hey, Nashtalk. How's it going, man? Good to see you. Doing the little beta live stream here so everyone can take a look at some new stuff. You missed out on me blowing up Commander Josh Hawkins' ship. You would have loved it. Something you won't ever see in the video series. Hopefully. Hopefully never. Can't say never, really. It could happen. And I'm recording this for some reason. Stop recording. Stop recording.
As you wish.
Thank you, Astra.
You're welcome.
Let's play chess, Josh Hawkins. Yeah, I don't know how this made it to beta. I don't understand how they could put this in the game, period. Like, what am I donating? Am I donating 2,000? I feel like it's 2,000 right now, because, I mean, that's kind of what happened. But maybe it's like 200,000? Maybe it's 2 million? I don't know, but this is just long for no reason. Here, let's do that. Oh, man. You're playing with the big kids now, Commander. We're not exactly legal here, so decide if you're in or out. This is how they decide if we're in or out. We have to commit our time to donating single credits, speeding up like this for 20 minutes of our time. They could have just said, you're playing with the big kids now, Commander. We're not exactly legal here, so decide if you're in or out. Sit here for 10 minutes and then answer yes or no. Because what the hell? 5,000 credits? Like, come on, man. Nobody gives a shit about 5,000 credits. A newbie's going to have 5,000 credits within 20 minutes of playing the game, and it's going to take him longer to give the 5,000 credits to this guy than it actually takes to earn the 5,000 credits. Like, this is just stupid. I really hope that they change this. Because if all the engineers start off like this, I'll just go explore for another year. The Dweller. You better have something good. You better upgrade my frameshift drive, because I'm spending my precious time here giving you my 5,000 credits. I worked hard for those 5,000 credits, man. I'm donating my soul. Yeah, it's like pints of blood. It's actually callus on my thumb from holding the joystick over in that direction. That's what it is. Yeah, I don't have to put this much higher, thankfully. I just have to put this to 179, I think. There. Donate. Oh! Still not done. Shit. 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna... Oh, okay. So it caps out. So it doesn't let you give him more, thankfully. Because I was gonna give him a tip. It's gonna be like, here, take this extra credit. Stick it up your... There we go. Okay. There we go. I need to know what I'm going to be upgrading. Let me know. What? Power distributor? Okay, we'll upgrade my power distributor. Of course, I don't have the materials for any of it, right? That's what I thought. So you need, like, basic conductors, electrochemical arrays. But let's see what it does. It increases engine's capacity. So it lowers web... See, this is actually not bad. Like, this would be really good for exploration. The engine's capacity, engine's recharge time, that's good for me because, you know, you don't take great power distributor when you go exploring. It's really not something that you need. Yeah, this is what betas are for. Couldn't you just go left at the start? I didn't even think of that. That's freaking genius. Did it have an option to go left? I didn't even see. Honestly, I don't even know why I would give you the option to donate like 1 credit. Like, pff, what's the point of that? It should have just been like donate 5,000 credits or come back when you have 5,000 credits, which will take you 10 minutes to get. It shouldn't be like scroll through it and donate like that. It's ridiculous. It was a big waste of time. All right. No, I don't want to do that. So I can upgrade my pulse lasers or my power distributor. I probably don't have... Ooh. No, I don't have anything to upgrade. Well, that's fine. At least we can see it. So this costs like heat-resistant ceramics. So decreased thermal load. That's pretty cool. Armor piercing. And then the special effect that you get is random, apparently. So that's all cool. Alright, well this guy doesn't do anything with frame shift drives. And I didn't think you would. That's too bad. 500k to 5 mil in the live build? I don't know. Do you think it would be? I don't think they're going to be that expensive because I think that the grind is already going to be to have the requirements to meet him. I don't think people just starting out the game are going to have access to... What do I have access to? Like 4 different engineers right now? I think it was 4. Let me take a quick look. Yeah, I have access to 4 different engineers, but that's because I've been playing the game for a very long time, and I'm pretty sure that, you know, the 5,000 credits is... Maybe they'll up it a little bit. I mean, it doesn't really matter to me. Even if it's 5 million credits. That would be kind of ridiculous, but... Maybe they'll up it a little bit. As long as they just give you the option to pay in larger increments, not in single-digit increments. I'll go to that other one there, Wolf 397. See what's up with that. Retract landing gear.
Retracting the
Ship
landing
release.
gear.
Departure authorized.
Let's go check out another engineer base, shall we? At least we can get there quickly.
Automated flight control protocol now offline.
Why, thank you.
Commander.
You're welcome. Come on. Make the jump.
Jumping to light speed.
Oh. Of course. I have to plot the route. I can't just jump 70 light years, which would be awesome if I could. Make the jump now. Oh, we got POIs again. You can tell that we're back in the bubble. POIs show up right away, which they certainly did not show up. 1 digit less, i.e. 10 million ships equal 1 million beta, 50,000 credits. That's a fair assumption against all fate. I mean, that is a very fair assumption to say that, you know, everything is cheaper in the beta. They put it down to lower pricing. So, yeah, it probably is going to be more expensive because Harlock's right. I mean, it would be silly if it was 5,000 credits. It probably is much more. 50,000... 100,000, 200,000. I mean, it doesn't really matter at that point. That's not that expensive. Anyone who's been playing the game for months has enough money to pay that. Of course, you know, paying it just to find out what that guy is going to give you. Maybe he can give you like a hint of what you get before you pay out that any type of money. But again, I'm sure you can just go online and everyone's going to have posted what each one of the engineers has and where they're located. So, my witch face sound just disappeared. That was odd. It's a good thing I stayed in the asp though, because at least I can jump around quickly. Make the jump.
Jumping to light speed.
We'll take a look at this engineer, and I think we're still close enough to the other one. I may go take a look at that base as well. Hoping one of them upgrades engines, frame shift drives, and please, like, maybe advanced discovery scanner mods. I know that they said not every module is going to have mods, but I think they said that most modules do, so I'm hoping that there's some love for the explorers, too. Let's see, where is it? Trophy camp. There we go. Let's see if I get interdicted by someone else on the way over there. Oh, hey, you know what? Let's check this out while we're here real quick. Degraded emissions detected. Threat 3. Okay, so there, a little bit of USS love. So this is how it works. You don't need to have anything special. I guess it's just your basic discovery scanner. As you get close to the USS, it tells you what's there. Threat 3, I guess that's the level of threat. And degraded emissions detected. I'm not really sure what that's supposed to mean, but there is an Earth-like here, so we can go take a look at that as well.
Frameshift charge detected.
Commander the Dayman. Well, I overshot that a little bit because I was messing around with targeting, but that's all good. Swing around here and take another peep at this planet. Wow, it's so weird to see so many commanders and ships in the system. I'm really not used to that. It's exciting because it makes me want to come back to the bubble again. I got a long way before I get back to the bubble. I'm actually thinking very hard about getting a second account just so I can start doing some more filming and video series in the bubble itself. Because there's so much going on here now, especially with this patch. This is going to be so awesome. So far, this is all very exciting. The fact that I have access to 4 engineers right off the bat is also very cool. It means hopefully something will be able to be upgraded.
Orbital flight engaged.
Let's go see Trophy Camp. Any idea what this one has? Has anyone seen it yet? Or who wants to take a guess? Again, visible from space, 150 kilometers away. The base is very visible. There's still a little bit of a lag here when you're dropping from supercruise into orbital cruise, though. They said that that was something they were fixing on. That could just be the beta service because there's so many people here. Oh, this is the other one that we saw. Okay, this was the other one that they showed a picture of. Kind of looks like...
Lakon, Juliet, Oscar, Sierra. Automated flight control protocol initiated. Please submit a request prior to landing.
Yeah, this is the one that we saw the image of. Or I don't know if you guys saw it, but there was, I saw this posted on Reddit as well. Looks like giant furnaces. Do a fly around of this one. Some purple anaconda over there. Very nice. External camera. Don't fly into me, dude. Oh my god. Cockpit view. External camera. This is a pretty cool looking base. It's got like a shipyard with anacondas down in those loading bays over there. Cockpit view. Something tells me that someone named the Blaster doesn't specialize in FSD mods. No, probably not, huh? Is this this is Todd the Blaster McQuinn's base? Is that where we're at right now? Trophy camp? External camera. I hear a ship getting blown up over there. Oh, right there. Well, maybe that guy didn't have landing permission. Cockpit view. If you guys don't mind, I'm just getting a little 360 of this area because this is really cool looking. Look at this shipyard here. This looks awesome. I gotta get a view of this. This looks amazing. External camera. Yeah. Look at that. Type 9. Cockpit view. Well, I think I figured out what these are. These are forges, and this is like some type of scrapyard, obviously. They have all these wrecked ships here, so those are probably just giant forges to melt the metal down from the ships, which is pretty cool, which means they are probably forging some very large things here. Wonder what that could be. I want to just get another close-up of these scrap ships. They look kind of cool. Where are they? Right here. External camera. Look at these. I saw a couple of condors down there. Yeah, and a sidey. Cockpit view. Okay, sorry, I got a little too close to your landing pad. My bad. Moving. Get a shot of your little forges here, though. This looks awesome. They look hot. External camera. Cockpit view. This thing is actually pushing my ship a little bit. So there's some serious heat coming off of that. Let's see what this guy has.
Docking permission authorized. You may proceed to landing pad 0.
Landing pad 0? Is that what he just said? Landing pad 0? Landing pad doesn't have a number, I suppose. It says landing pad 4 on my screen, so I guess they haven't fully fixed the ATC yet. I'm guessing this is it right here. Landing pad 0. deploy landing gear.
Deploying landing gear.
It does look good. I gotta say, the
Docking
bases look really
procedure
cool.
completed. Ship secured. Greetings, Commander.
Greetings. Oh, fuel is so cheap. Oh, okay. So this guy wants bounty vouchers. This is Todd the Blaster McQuinn. Hey, Todd. I did a video on you, and you looked a little different. You must have had some plastic surgery since I did my video on you. Should have told me. Alright, I don't need to record this, so I don't have 1,000 bounty vouchers to hand it to Todd the Blaster McQuinn. That's unfortunate. We won't be able to see what he modifies. But we can read his history. Todd McQuinn earned his nickname from a successful season in the CQC arena. Since then, he's garnered further fame as a bounty hunter, flying a Fer-de-Lance with seriously overpowered multi-cannons. He's always happy to help fellow bounty hunters. Of course he is, as long as you have 1,000 bounty vouchers to give to him. For his current venture, he's teamed up with some of his old CQC friends to form a custom modification enterprise. Develop your relationship with him to learn about another engineer. Tell us, what do you do before I give you 1,000 bounty vouchers? Jeez. Alright. So we won't be seeing Todd's goods. Show us your goods, Todd. But we can probably go down to this last one over here. Which one is this? Oh, hey, this is the one that was on the little planet there, so we can definitely go there. Farseer. I'm down for checking that one out. Alright, let's go check out one last one, and then we'll close her down. Upgrades weapons, yeah, CQC. Probably engines too, though. I mean, CQC thrusters are very important, right? And stealth things and things like that,
Ship
stuff and
released.
things.
Departure authorized.
Retract landing gear.
Retracting the landing gear.
There are a number of possibilities. He may not just upgrade weapons, although Todd the Blaster McQuinn does kind of seem like it's a weapons engineer.
Thank you, Commander.
Weapons are not the only thing that make CQC, or that give you an advantage in CQC, rather. Make the jump.
Jumping to light speed.
External camera. Apparently flying upside down over that planet causes a lot of heat. Overpowered multi-cannons, 100% only weapon upgrades. Okay.
Warning, temperature critical.
It does make sense. I'm not going to argue. I think you guys are probably right. But I'd hope that maybe he does a little engine stuff as well. Make the jump.
Jumping to light speed.
Oh, is that what it is? It's only one category specifically? But the other guy, he had weapons and power distributor. He was doing pulse lasers and power distributor, so I don't think that they focus on just one category. I think that they do have areas of expertise, but not necessarily just for one particular type of item. Because otherwise, power distributor and pulse lasers are not exactly the same thing. Make the jump. No, I
Jumping
can't.
to light
Someone's
speed.
there. Multi-cannons and frag cannons. Nashtark, are you grabbing that from a site somewhere, or has someone already written that down? Like unlocked him and seen what he has?
2, 1, engage.
Imgerlink, eh? The only thing is, I'm wondering if you'll see everything that he does. Like, when I went down to the last one, it showed me power distributor and pulse lasers, but that's because that's what I had on my ship. If I had beam lasers, maybe there would have been an option to upgrade beam lasers as well. So I don't know, maybe the Imgur is only going to show you whatever that particular commander had on his ship when he went in there and what that guy would upgrade. I'm not sure how it all works yet. I guess there's a lot that we're going to need to learn about it still. I don't think all the details have been fully released. I think there's a lot that people have to discover and sort of figure out about each of the engineers. But I mean, it makes sense that they would sort of specialize in a particular category, but I don't think that they're limited to just weapons or just engines. I think they're going to specialize in a variety of things that are sort of related. So if it is CQC, wouldn't surprise me if it was weapons and engines, and then the other guy could be like power distributor, power plant. Oh no, it's obviously not power plant, but power distributor and weapons. You know, it's going to be some variety there, I'm sure.
Four, three, two, one, engage. Fuel scooping. Fuel scoop disengaged.
2,000 light seconds. Alright, so this is going to be the last one that I'm going to go check out. Oh, and I'm being interdicted by an NPC. Come on. Why is the interdiction not breaking? Don't do this to me. I don't want to waste all my time. Oh, come on. Well, I don't know about you guys, but I'm pretty sure that I won this interdiction, so I don't know what the hell's going on with this. But I bet you it's going to glitch out and have me interdicted, so I wonder if I should just submit, get the hell away from him, or maybe just turn around and shoot him. Just don't think my weapons are armed right now. Stupid interdictions. I'm even throttled to 0. I guess the game is bugged again. Yeah, it is. Well, I think that's going to be it. Unfortunately, I'm not going to restart the game again, and it's clearly bugged out. So, thanks for watching the live stream, guys. This was definitely a little bit different than the normal scheduled live streams. If you guys want to come back and join sometime, Sundays from 3 to 6 p.m. every Sunday I do a live stream. It's usually focused on exploration. This Sunday I may actually do the live stream on the beta. Since beta's going on, it would be a good opportunity for me to check it out, since I don't really have too much other time to check out the beta. Also, if you're in the live stream right now and you're just jumping in here, I have a exploration series. This is a little shameless promotion for my exploration series. It's on my YouTube channel. It's pretty popular. Please go check it out. It's got 12 installments right now. It's an ongoing series. I release an episode every single week. I also do game updates and news. So check out my YouTube channel. If you like what you see there, go ahead and hit subscribe so you get updated on when I release new stuff. And this is Commander Josh Hawkins, signing off.